Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends. So I'm doing something I don't normally do. I'm looking at a viewer's account to see how it is. They wanted me to look over the account, see what they can do to improve. They have been past 90 days since we don't have a 90-day collection. And it's just something it's a little hard to do, right? It's a little hard to dive into somebody's account. It's kind of better to do this on a live stream if you have time, like hours of time, and people to help you out, to give you ideas and suggestions. But just going over it on your own and looking at what they have and trying to decide like what gear. I mean, everybody always tells you, hey, switch around whatever you want, change whatever you want, spend all the coin that you want to spend, and do that kind of stuff. Okay, but sometimes you need more than that. Sometimes you actually need the gear. You got to farm a whole bunch of gear, get me a whole bunch of good gear, and then we can rock and roll, right? We can make something happen. We can try to make these guys faster. We can good accuracy there, it's fine. We can try to make them tankier, which this tankiness is fine as well. But we got to have those artifacts to do that with. I can't just pull artifacts out of thin air, which basically that's what most accounts come down to. Other than actual team comp saying, hey, yes, you only have 1, 2, 3. We have 9, 10 different 60s. So we're limited on the number of 60s we can use. We do have other, I mean, we've got a lot of epics in here. I see Basher. We have Seducer in here. And Occult Brawler is really good. I think he actually has an Occult Brawler coming up. Yep, there it is. And he sent me a screenshot of his Stevan G. Stevan G, thanks for doing this, man. And let's see, what else do we have here? So he's got a Verask, but he's already got a Bad Alcazar. He's got a Seer, which can go very well with. We'll just call him Beck from here on out. So Seer can go very well with Beck, of course. You've seen that on my videos with Seer going in and doing dungeons, clearing waves within 15 seconds, no problem. So anybody who has a buff, like Apothecary, speed buff, and heal, which is very good. We've got Bad El that can do the poisons and give us 2 continuous heals. Then she can eat those, turn those into damage. Now we just need an AoE defense break. So I don't think we have that. We've got Seeker here that we can't see very well. And let's get out of this view. So we need a Terrell. A Terrell would be really good for the AoE decreased defense. We could use that in dragons. We could use that in ice columns. We don't have a Zargala. And I don't think we have anything else right now that I can see to use for that. We do have 2 Royal Guards, which is fantastic for late game. We have a Jarrig there that I saw, and we have, okay, he's already got one Jarrig leveled up. That's great. So we've got our decreased attack. So we've got carries. I mean, with Bad El, with a fast enough Bad El, all we got to do is raise up to speed. With a faster Bad Alcazar, we can definitely get through most content in this game with just some good support, right? It doesn't even have to be fast support. It can be whatever. We don't have to. For Seer, actually, we don't even have to have those decreased defense up for the waves. We can just eat through the waves, and then when we get to the boss, we can let our boy here, Royal Guard, take care of doing the decreased defense. So really, the main focus I think on this account would be to bring Seer up, get her going. Once we have Seer good and ready, she's going to go through these waves. We definitely need some skill books into her, but it doesn't take that many for Seer, right? Not that many at all. Let's see what he's got. Now, I'm not going to use these. He did say I could do whatever I want to do, but I'm not going to. He has 7. Wow, how many does she take? This could be it. This could be the one. Let's go back to Seer, and she takes 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. There we go. So I could do Seer, and we could do her Ascensions, and we could level her to, I'm sure we could level, does he have any materials? We could level her to, oh yeah, we've got the chickens. That's it, instant 6-star. So what it is with Seer is we go in there, and as long as we have enough buffs up when we start, obviously we're going to make Bad El faster than Seer, we're going to make Apothecary faster than Seer, then we're going to have Seer go along with, can we get a few other buffs, a different buff from somebody else? We could get an attack buff. Actually, Jarrig will buff up. Let's see if he has him skilled out. He'll buff up and do this one right here, the Ally Protect and Increase Defense, which will give us a lot of buffs to take out. And that's on a 4-turn cooldown. That's pretty cool. I don't know if we actually want him to be, what we really kind of want to do is have her eat enough buffs that she kills the first wave, which isn't that difficult to do, even without a decreased defense. And then we want, especially Bad El is going to put up poisons, which is going to give us 15% additional damage on all the damage she does on each of those champions. So Bad El is, where's his passive? So he's 15% more damage against targets under poison. So they're going to be under poison. She's going to do 15% more damage, and she does insane amount of damage on those waves. especially if you have a whole bunch of debuffs. So that's 2 from him, a third from him on each. Now this is on everybody. So that's 3 already on everybody. If there was anybody with shield gear on, we could get an additional buff on everybody as well. We could do that with anybody else. We don't have to have it, but it does give us the ability, because then if we have her faster than somebody like Jarrig, when we start wave 2, he can immediately do his protect, right? He can immediately give us a little bit of time, because obviously her skill is not going to be off a cooldown right away. We're not going to have her skill because we don't have a Kymar in here to do that. So her skill is not going to, once we get it down to a 4 turn, we're going to need a few turns. Now she can proc an additional turn on her skill 1, 20% chance. So that's great. We've got a chance to get it even faster. But while we're waiting on that wave 2 to catch up, we're going to need Jarrig to come in here and kind of be a little bit... So if he's the slowest on our team, if she kills everybody now, that's the whole setup, right? Setup, buff from Bad L, buff from Apothecary, and then whoever else we want to bring in here. Or even just AoE from Royal Guard. Royal Guard can still do a decent amount of damage AoE without a decreased defense up. Now, it's not ideal, but since we have Seer, we can do that. So maybe a Royal Guard doing it, and then Seer coming in and finishing them off, and then next round we'll make his speed right underneath Seer's speed, so that he will immediately he'll still have the skill off of cooldown, right? So he'll use the pack leader, and then we'll be protected for enough turns to be able to get back and ready and going, because Bad L will be up and going because he's going to be fast. So let's see, what do we got with speed right now? We have one. I hate doing that. Plus my head's in the way. So here we go. 166. This screen is much better if anybody ever asks you for stats. 166. We have 151. And what do we have on Apothecary at 179? So they're going to go first. 142. So he's going to... They're all really slow. That's the only problem, is everybody is really slow. We want to get up to where we can do it much faster. Man, I really wish... And we don't want attack percentage on here. All her damage is based off of enemy max HP and the amount of buffs we can take. So all we want to do with Seer is get her to 100% crit and as much crit damage as possible. And if you want to increase damage, if you wanted to, you don't have to. Just go ahead and do, we'll just to make it simplistic, we'll just do it to make sure we have enough accuracy, because you still need accuracy because she's taking buffs from other people as well. So it's good to have accuracy on her, because you're going to wind up using her in other places. You're going to love her after a while, believe me. So you do want accuracy. The easiest thing to do is just crit damage gloves, crit damage neck, and then whatever else you want to do on here for it. If you want to get fancy and you have the gear to do it, you could of course go Savage, you could go additional crit damage, either of those two to get more damage out of the hit. Of course you could do that, no problem. I'm trying to find that gear if we have any here. 20% additional crit damage with 2-piece set, that would be great. Again, none of that's necessary when you're starting out. Ignore 25% of the enemy's defense. That would be great as well, but you don't have to have that. Okay, I kept her what she had on pretty much already, and I only brought one piece of gear up to plus 12 because he doesn't have a lot of silver, so I'm not going to try to push anything. These 16s he already had in his inventory, so I just moved them over to her. They were just sitting here. So we just want to get her crit up. We're going to run Bad L's crit lead, so it's not that big of a deal that we don't have 100%. We will with Bad L as lead, so that doesn't matter. We can get her critical damage up some more if I were to go 16 with this, but I don't think we have the coin to do that, and we could find better gloves. These aren't bad because it has speed. Of course, I want 6-star if we can get 6-star, but we got to get there because we're not that far. So we don't have any masteries, and we don't have any. We really need to get this skill cooldown done, but I don't. He said I could use anything. Believe me, he said I could use anything, but I really don't want to go right now. I just tried to message him to ask him if he wanted me to do this all for real right now. But let's see what wave he's working on. So he is only on what, 18 of dragons, which is force. So we're gonna try to go we're just gonna put so let's go ahead and end this, and we'll go back and we'll look at Bad Alcazar. Let's see if we can at least up his speed some, because his speed is pretty low right now. Do we have speed boots on? We do have speed boots. We just don't have any gear probably giving him additional speed. Which really, when it comes down to Bad L, especially in the beginning, you can really just go speed and accuracy. Like 4 pieces of speed and 2 pieces of accuracy, whatever you need. He has a total accuracy of 225 right now. That's fine. We can even, that can even be a little bit lower for what we're working on right now. It's fine, but we'll get it even higher, or at least keep it the same if we just go with accuracy gear and with some speed gear, because we need his speed. We really need to speed up faster. Come on, speed. Yahtzee! Only +3. 4-star. That's all right. We're gonna use it. We're gonna take that and use it. Not a problem. Come on, accuracy. Come on, accuracy. Oh, right. That's what I'm talking about. Accuracy. All right, so we're good now. He's at 161, and we have 199 speed, 47,000 HP, 2,000 defense. So our Bad Alcazar is looking really nice. Oh, we need to hit another cooldown. That's going to help out a lot. We need to get that to a 3-turn cooldown, of course, whenever we see legendary books, if we ever do. And that's fine for his masteries. Looks good. Looks really good. Let's go over here and look at our apothecary. His cooldowns are down. And then Jarig, what's going on with him? Nice. Okay, this Royal Guard, we don't want attack here. We don't need attack. All we need is HP or something for survivability here. We don't need to worry about getting his attack up more. Most of his damage is based off of enemy max HP. This attack percentage is super small. It's not worth it. You want him to be able to survive, take a few hits. So you want to get HP gear here on him wherever you can. And I don't think we have... No, attack again. Yeah. And that's a lot of things. A lot of accounts will do this. A lot of accounts will have attack, attack, attack. If you put all attack here as you're leveling up without having a in-game set group of champions to run through stuff, you're going to die. You're going to die quick. You're just not going to be able to take the hits you need to take because you're not speed clearing. You're not going through and just wiping it out. If you were speed clearing and you had really good artifacts to put on here, really good everything, kind of high end, and you weren't even, like, you're just going to clear the waves. So the only thing you need to worry about is when you get to the boss, are you able to take a few hits, or is your arbiter or whoever you have able to resurrect your team for you to keep going? But here at this stage in the game, you want survivability first. First and foremost, survivability, and then after that, way later on down the line, start switching stuff out. So right now, and I still have HP. I have HP chest on my Royal Guard, as well as critical damage, and then speed. So I still, and even mine is fragile. I couldn't even imagine if you didn't have the 60% HP chest on my Royal Guard, how quick he would go down. Pretty quick, like really fast. This one just dropped. This one dropped a minute ago, like super fast. So, okay, now that we have him faster, let's see if Bad L can. I don't know about solo. Bad L might be able to do. He might. Oh man, he has tons of energy. Sorry, I'm so used to doing that on my account. He has tons of energy on his other one. So we're gonna go in here. Maybe we should switch out Royal Guard for Kale. Let's just do this. Let's see if we can. Well, the Kale again is magic versus this is force. So that's why it's so hard. He's got a lot of magic. We have magic, and even when we had Royal Guard in here, he was magic as well. So this force one's gonna be pretty difficult. Here we go. We're gonna have a lot of buffs to eat now. But then when we get to the second round, we're going to be in trouble because we're not going to have anything up and ready to go the second round. Let's see what she can do. Remember, her crit damage is not very high right now. We need to get her up. Why didn't she do her? Oh, she got locked out. She got locked out. What kind of luck is that? Now all our buffs have worn off. Wow, that was terrible. The AI knew. The AI was like, no. Not this time. So there we go. So Kale obviously is a little bit tanky. He's able to take the hits, and that's what we need. We need to, even if we have to go through here slow, that's okay. We're on auto. We can power through it. Look at that. With what she took. And she's got nothing on. She's got no gear on. I'm telling you, we need to take her to 60. We need to get her masteries. We need to at least get the plus 10% critical damage, which we could do right now. No problem. We could run Minotaur in 10 minutes and get that. We get the 5% crit, the 10% critical damage. With enough buffs up, she doesn't even need the decreased defense, and she's just going to clear these waves. So here we go. Let's see how hard this is going to be for us to. There's a lot of targets for them to choose from, so they're not going to pick her. But we want our people to survive for when we get to the dragon, because then we've got Bad L doing poisons. We've got Kale doing poisons, and we've got Seer who can hit hard on enemy max HP, and then we have our Jarig who can defend us like this. But she's probably going to suck these up too, which is fine. She's on a 6-turn cooldown, so it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while, and we are getting worked. These guys, I can't remember their name of them, but they do like the 3 hits with the decreased turn meter and decreased speed. As you can see, we've got the lower speed on right now, so I still think we're doing it. I mean, this is what it's about right here. Is you don't want to come in here fragile. You want to come in here strong and tanky. Man, we lost our seer. That's okay. That's all right. She has a pretty bad gear on her right now, and we could take her to 60, and we will. I'm sure Stevan G is gonna do that. Stevan. I'm looking over at the Discord to see if he said anything to us. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so we're good. Between what we have right now, the speed increase, the heals, Kale and Battle, we should be able to pass this and get on to the next one and get to see what kind of dragon we have in the next stage. I'm hoping we can take the hits from dragon. We just got to get enough poisons up so when he inhales that it'll take him down below it, and then we'll be fine. As long as it takes him down below the inhale threshold, we're going to be perfectly fine. I really wish Seer would have made it all the way because, as you know, I love Seer, so... Okay, we've got 3 up. Oh, yeah, 4 up. We've got a little bit of time. Fine. Fantastic. So, okay. We have to do that every time, though. I need more poisons up. We need more poisons up. There we go. There we go. Bad L is taking care of it. So right now, if he were to inhale, we'd still be fine. We've got 4 poisons up. We can control it, but he's going to do a turn, and then now he's going to inhale. So we can get a few more up. We've got time. And then when he inhales, we have a whole nother turn too. So, oh yeah, he's going. This dragon's going down. Easy, no problem. Look at that. Look how much damage he took. Now we need some up because we don't want to. We don't want us to die in one hit. The inhale amount is higher and higher. So, oh, it's all right. These guys are a little bit tankier, so we're fine. And we've got Jarek here to give us the heals. It's kind of good. I guess maybe the Seer died because of the way this team comp is right now. Because if we needed these heals and this speed buff and all this right now, and she were to do this to the dragon, she might do it at an inopportune time. If she did it when he inhales, that's fine because she's gonna drop him below it. But if she did it when our guys are really low, or if the dragon is about to inhale but hasn't inhaled yet, then we might be in a bad spot. But this was super easy. I mean, and all I did is change around Bad L's gear. I really didn't do much else, so I don't know if I can really take credit for that doing that, but as you saw, maybe it was an issue with the waves to get through those, but I mean we tanked the waves pretty easy and got through it just fine. So that is it. We cleared it. All right, so let's see, what are we faced with? Dragon's 19 and it is Spirit, so we're good, man. If it's Spirit, let's do this. My eyes and throat are killing me right now, guys. I couldn't even sleep. All I do, especially when it gets late at night, I cough every second. I just keep coughing. It is miserable. Wow. She's our weakest, so she's getting beat. Seer is getting beat. So really, we don't even need Seer in here right now. Although it would be fantastic because if she were to fire off, she would take all these buffs from them, all of ours, and do even more damage and kill these guys. I cannot wait till we take his Seer to 60 and book her with the books he's got right now. I just cannot wait. To get that to a 4-turn cooldown, we are going to be taking these guys out. And it looks like we're going to need it. Things just got real. It got a lot harder. We're going to need backup. We need the backup. We can, of course, up Bad L's artifacts on. He has increased defense percentage on his gloves, I think, and then HP percentage on his chest. We can increase those up to 50%. I think they're 5-star. If they're 4-star, I don't want to mess with them. If they're 5-star, we can. They're not optimal 5-star, but they will get us to where we need to go. But even if we have to farm dragons at a lower level right now just to get gear, that is fine as well. Pushing is good. But there's nothing wrong with farming stage 17 or whatever's easier or fastest for you to farm, and just do that for a week straight. Farm whatever you can for a week straight. Get the gear that has speed on it. Get the gear that has speed and crit on it. And if it has speed, crit, and accuracy for PvE content, then you are good to go. That's the best thing you can look for. Speed, crit, and accuracy all on one piece of gear with, a good main stat. you're golden. You're golden. So this is only wave 1, and it looks like we could be here for a long time. A very long time. And I think wave 2 is going to kill us. And then when we get to the dragon, we are all magic. So we could slowly... Nope, so we can't do that. We're going to go over here. We need our guys to be stronger. So we were able to do 1. So we know what we need to do. We know who we need to level up. And then besides that, we're good to go. I mean, we could try to push further in things like spiders or anywhere else, but we need the gear. We need the gear from dragons. So all we need to do is keep farming dragons. We don't need to farm dragons 20. That's not a requirement. Right now with the gear that I see that we have, whatever we can do the fastest, if it's 16, 4 to 6 piece gear, that's fine. Let's farm 16 over and over for a good week. See what we get. Keep anything that's good that's a 5-star plus that has good speed, good crit, good accuracy on it. If it has speed only on it and no other good stats, keep that and roll it. See if you can roll speed a couple times and then keep that gear. And that's it. Just keep repeating that process and we will be good to go. As far as champions go, we look like we're good on everything. You could eventually do Bellower as a farmer or as a tank stunner. Later on when you get some stun gear, you could bring up Rear Guard Sergeant, who can be a really good carry. I didn't know you had her. And it would take a lot of books. It would take a lot of books for her, but she's super good. We can worry about her later. She's kind of down the road. Occult Brawler for the clan boss. But right now, for everything that you have, we could even do Nizana as a carry. But again, she's going to take some books. But for now, since we have Bad L, all we're going to do is work on Seer. We're going to get Seer up. We're going to farm dragons for a week. And then we're going to come back and see what we can do. We'll be able to get past all that and do dragons 20. No problem. Seer will help us out in Spider. She'll help us out in Ice Golem. She's going to help us out anywhere we go in the game. So we are good to go. That is it, Stevan G. Thank you so much, man. I will see you on Discord soon, and we'll talk about this when you wake up in the morning.